it's Niche. Welcome back to my channel where I like to bring you guys along with me as I navigate my faith, fitness, and financial journeys. So today is day 13 of the 21-day financial fast that I'm on, where I'm posting a video every day from November 1st to November 21st. So today's chapter was all about credit cards. So when it comes to credit cards, over the years, I've leaned a little bit more towards utilizing my credit cards a little bit more. But I know in the past, when I first started out, it just wasn't something that I was frequently doing. I was leaning on my debit cards as well as my cash, but then I got to this point where I was making some bigger purchases that I just wanted to be secured a little bit better, being that credit cards do offer a little bit more security when it comes to disputing certain aspects of charges. I just felt more comfortable purchasing things with my credit card, like in regards to appliances as well. So one of the things that I do know is that I'm not one of the individuals that like use credit cards for points and all those other things. And the people that do, like, I do like the ideal of that, but I just haven't utilized my credit cards enough to be like, okay, I'm getting airline points and I'm doing this. I have a few bills tied to certain credit cards, and then one of the things that I know that I need to be better about when it comes to my credit card is how much money I'm actually okay spending on my credit card. And I say that to say, like, sometimes I necessarily wouldn't feel comfortable paying $1,500 cash for something, but I will put that on my credit card and I'll be like, you know what? I'll just make two payments of $750 and that's fine. And I don't like that. Yes, it's still getting paid within, that window that you are allotted before you start getting charged interest on that purchase, but at the same time too, it's just like, why do I feel so comfortable getting things on a credit card that I wouldn't feel comfortable making a cash purchase with? And take away the extra level of security. It's just like, either you want it or you don't. Either you think that's a good price or you don't. And if you don't think that it's worth that, you probably shouldn't be buying that. And those are things that I have to talk to myself about. When it comes to some of the appliances that I bought around my house, I know I put that on my credit card. But I'm also one of those individuals where I feel credit cards do serve a purpose and they do have their perks. So I'm not going to eliminate credit card usage altogether. I think that I just have to be more intentional and mindful about certain purchases that I do put on my credit card. I know certain bigger trips that I take that are going to be over like $1,500 in total, I will put on that credit card. I know when I go to rent a vehicle when I'm out of town, I will put on my higher limit credit card, just because if you use a debit card, they tend to charge you more. And I just think that that's crazy, but whatever. So certain things I will always gravitate towards using my credit card for. Also, when it comes to hotels, I always put those on my credit card. So outside of those things, like, I don't use my credit cards for everyday purchases, but as I said, if I was trying to get points and do all these other things, then that might be something to utilize my credit cards for, if that's what my credit cards were geared towards. I do not. I have a simple, Wells Fargo credit card for the most part. And shout out to Wells Fargo. This credit card that I got way back in college, the one with no job that they allowed me to get a credit card. But over the years, that credit card has really come in handy for me to kind of bridge the gap when I was making a lot less, or just to kind of get me through some of the tougher times. And it wasn't like, oh, okay, I have a $500 limit, I'm going to use this $500 in the meantime. It was more so of a thing like, oh, I'm probably $75 short. In the meantime, I'm going to use my credit card, but I also know that that's the first payment that I'm going to make when I get funds. And when it comes to credit cards and other types of like loans, whether it's payday loans, whether it's car title loans, if you have the money, like if this is just something that's out of the blue and you don't see this happening again, I personally think that it's okay for you to temporarily use your credit card to cover that cost. But if you know that you're short every month $150 and you're only paying back $75 each month, I don't think that it's smart that you use your credit card, because you still have a $75 balance that you're carrying over for month to month to month. And then once you do look up, now you're near your limit. Now it's just like that 150 that I talked about that I really needed, that I'm short every month. Now I don't even have that on my credit card. I have like $80 because I've accrued so much interest over these past few months by not paying it off. So just a quick recap. I think it's okay to use your credit card to cover the cost of something that you came up a little bit short on, if you know that this isn't something that's going to happen every month. The other things I want to mention, so originally I was listening to this book on Audible, which I still am, but the very first chapter in here talks about how you can optimize your credit cards and use them to the best of your abilities. So because I was listening to this book, there was so much information that he was going over that I was just like, no, like I really need to have the book physically in front of me to highlight certain things so that I can reference them back, so that I can optimize my credit card usage, being that I'm a person who always see myself using some form of a credit card. But in the comments below, you guys, let me know how you utilize your credit cards. And as usual, take time to enjoy your own journey. And I will catch you guys in the comments until the next video. Bye.